And statewide LSA applications are open for 2024. So I guess this is really for 25, but open now in 24.
Yeah.
What kind of money do you have available?
Well, there's two programs, Carl. There's one through the county and one through the state. The statewide program is bigger. It's up to $1 million on an application, and there is no local match required. So in essence, it really is free money aside from the application fee. Anything that is deemed to improve public life is eligible for LSA statewide funding. So that's equipment purchases, it's roadway projects, it's utility line work, storm sewers, sanitary sewers, etc. Bridge project, sure. So I have copies of the program guidelines here for both the county and the state. The county one does not have a set maximum, but if you look at what was awarded last year, most awards were in the vicinity of a couple $100,000. So that's generally the sweet spot that we've seen, at least. If you ask for $7 million from the county, they're probably not going to give it to you. But if you ask for $250,000, you might have a better chance. So I'll leave copies of both of these program guidelines here. But I think it would be beneficial to start thinking about a project list. Last year, we made a couple applications to county and statewide. The deadline to apply for the county program is the end of October. The deadline to apply for the statewide program is the end of November.
Did we submit 4 projects last year and all 4 were denied?
We submitted 3 to the county and a couple to the state as well. None of them got funded.
Can you just resubmit them?
I was just gonna say, would it be cheaper to resubmit those, or are they just, as I say, duds?
Paperwork
They're not gonna look at.
Oh, I mean, we certainly can.
I'm just saying, would that be less expensive to just resubmit than
I would assume.
Yeah.
Do we know why they were not?
Or is there a reason they just didn't take them, like if they're duds?
Yeah, I mean,
is there a
I'm not
reason
on
they
those
didn't take them? I
committees,
mean,
so.
why keep throwing garbage?
I will, so if you apply to the county program, you go in person for an interview with the LSA board, and they have an opportunity to ask you questions about your applications. And last year I went on the township's behalf for a couple of projects, and they had no questions for any of our grant applications aside from the Mingo Circle project. So last year we asked for grant money for construction for Mingo Circle to, as we know, that project's, the affordability is a question.
I think that's one we definitely have to put back into the hopper.
I agree.
The Mingo Circle storage.
The county's question to me was, we gave you $300,000 to do the 537 planning, and we gave you $500,000 towards construction, and we want to know why you're asking us again for more money.
Because it ain't enough.
And I told them
It's not
basically, I
enough.
said, you know, we need considerable grant money to be able to do any public, you know, sewerage project out there. So, yeah, I certainly think we can reapply.
That's got to be on.
Or we could throw that one to the state. They haven't seen it yet. Whatever. It's just.
The Steve Road Bridge was one of the projects.
It was,
wasn't it?
yeah.
And we have to apply for that since we technically own the bridge.
Yeah, it's all right
It's
away.
not
Right.
there.
Yeah.
So I think that's one we should move ahead with. Peters Creek can't apply for it.
Yes, right. Timeline wise, if you were to get a grant award, county, that was what, February that they announced them? It was pretty early in this year that the county made their awards. Statewide's gonna take a lot longer. We're doing statewide LSA applications right now, and they still haven't yet announced the last round, so.
Can you see the people that did get the money? Because I saw where they divided it in Washington County. Can you see what projects they got it for?
Yeah.
Well,
Like maybe we should look and see what the ones that got awarded the money.
Like, did they seem to like park? Did they seem to like MS4 projects, that they seem to like road projects, what do they seem to do?
Yeah, I haven't done any analytics on
Because
what
if
they
I remember,
awarded,
I
but,
think like Peters Township got money,
yeah.
For a water park,
yes.
$700,000, they didn't even want it. They never even
It
know
was
that.
Peters Township got a big
The water
chunk of
park.
money, and then like other
We
parts
can't
of
get sewage here
Washington
in Union.
got nothing.
They had a water park they didn't want.
Peters
I know.
Creek got their largest local LSA
For Bower Hill Road, got their largest ever LSA, Peters Creek Sanitary, for Bower Hill Road, so they just don't look at Union like they look at.
You have to,
Union.
yeah, but I'm saying like maybe we need to look at what they are giving the awards for,
Sure,
and maybe we find something in our township that we can,
yeah, certainly.
I
Sewage.
think we repackaged, Maple Street Park too.
Mhm.
Like, repackage that demolition of those.
but you said October 30th and November 30th.
Right, and we'll have
We already
to
got the pictures, we already got the.
get some resolutions done, so that'll have to happen during the October meetings.
I have a question, TJ. Is it a committee that makes a decision, or the elected officials over there make it in Washington
If
County?
anyone knows Dave Cagle, he's on the committee.
My understanding, Larry, there's an LSA board of probably 15 or 20 people that evaluate all the applications.
Okay. So their name?
I've been introduced to a couple of the people that were on last year's board.
Okay.
I would assume they have the list out for who's gonna be on the board this year.
We're good door to door.
So,
Union Township.
it's budget time, it's a good opportunity
Peters doesn't
to
want
think
a
about
sprinkler park.
projects.
So
But
we
just have
author-
those
Yes,
timelines
yes.
in mind, awards early.
Is the motion to authorize Bankston to do that?
That's just a discussion item, right, I think, Brady asked for it as a
Yeah,
discussion
we don't
item.
need
But October is the cutoff for the one, right, Washington County?
October 30th.
So he has to have something
We can-
this month's meeting.
Maybe we can look at it when we're doing our budget and see what,
I didn't know, I thought maybe the timeframe required a decision today.
I don't know, TJ asked for it as a discussion, I mean, asking for it to be different, what do you need?
I mean, if we're
Yeah.
reapplying with some of the applications that we did last year, there'll be minimal effort on our part to do that. But, you know, if, I guess, timing wise, if there are applications we know we wanna submit, if you wanna authorize us to do this, we'll certainly go ahead and
is
start.
there a limit to how many
I
packets?
should legal bridge.
No, no, if you, one second there, if they, I'm just gonna answer Susan's question. If we submit multiple applications, they'll ask us to prioritize,
Okay.
but you can submit as many as you'd like. Sorry, Larry.
They have to all be turned in by the end of October?
Yes,
Is it next Tuesday, October 1st?
it is.
That's what I thought, so is time of the essence?
Yeah, I mean,
or what?
we have a month to do it. If we wanna get, if we know there's stuff we wanna do and we wanna get started, certainly you can authorize us to do that and we'll finalize a list of which ones we wanna
So
send
we
in.
authorize you to do it, then tell you this is what we wanna do?
Surely. It can be a continuing conversation.
Well, that would just go on, that would just go on the list of ones that we've already applied for.
Not even the.
Resubmit the ones we already applied for, or
I mean,
prepare them, don't submit them, because you said they want a priority list.
Right.
To prepare them, we may have something else we wanna add to that
Right.
before we say the priority list and then
Right.
send it.
Right.
But you'd at least get you a head start.
Yeah, I mean, the motion could be to authorize
I'm sure
our
it's
office to
the
begin
cost.
preparing grant applications for a
Yeah.
project list to be determined by the board.
Yeah, that's pretty general.
Yeah, and we're gonna start with the ones we've tried for last year and we'll think about.
If there's any dollar we get our hands on, we just spend
Is
it,
that
John.
going to motion?
You know.
No, it's not. It's just authorized.
Well, I mean,
He is a no.
okay,
Prepare the documentation for next.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
alright.
All right,
Okay, what else?
airport road flags.